WCMS. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Peyton. Today is November 22nd.
Wait, so does that mean Thanksgiving is right around the corner?
Sure does. You know, Thanksgiving has quite the history behind it.
Speaking of history, 5th graders are learning about Native Americans.
Hey Jameson, can you tell us all you know about those Native American projects?
Hey WCMS, I'm Jameson, and in 5th grade history we are doing a project about the Native Americans. First, we had to pick a region to do research on. When we were done with all our research, we wrote the information down on a piece of paper. Next, we opened up Google Slides and started writing. Finally, we walked up in front of the class and presented. Here are some examples. The Pawnee tribe of the Great Plains.
They had staple crops like corn, beans, and squash, and other fruits and vegetables. The condition to grow these crops were great.
The Tlingit built canoes out of cedar wood to go fishing. The Tlingit had 5 different clans. The clans had to stay away from one another or they would kill them.
The Tlingits eat berries, roots, moose, deer, mountain goats, shellfish, seaweed, birds, and caribou.
Did you know the Tlingit tribe were very talented artists? They made totem poles.
Now let's slide it on over to Aaliyah.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah. On November 23rd, 2022, there will be an all-school dodgeball tournament. All the 5th graders will compete against each other for a 5th grade champion. Then 6th, 7th, and 8th will do the same. That's all for me. Now let's throw it on over to the anchors.
Wait, where did this come from?
I think it came from Aaliyah.
Well, I'll go return this to her later. But until then, let's learn about the 6th grade music program with Audrey.
Hey guys, it's Audrey, and we recently had a concert for 6th grade general music on the 14th. We had 2 songs, the first being Bare Necessities with bucket drumming, and the second was Rainbow Connection. At the end, we demonstrated how we can play music with boomwhackers. fun to have the concert during the day because then all the students could be singing together. Now let's sing it on over to Nevaeh to hear about youth wrestling.
Hey, I'm Nevaeh, and this year Coach Larson wants to invite all K through 6 boys and girls to youth wrestling. Practices will be held in the high school wrestling room. K through 2nd grade practices will be on Monday nights and 3rd through 6th on Tuesday nights. The program starts on November 29th. Practice starts at 5:45 p.m. and ends at 7 p.m. This program will teach you the proper body position and mindset that it takes to wrestle. Coach Larson expects that all wrestlers come and pay attention. This program is completely free and teaches good techniques, work ethic, and self-discipline. Coach Larson looks forward to seeing you after Thanksgiving. Now let's send it on over to the anchors.
Are you in wrestling?
No, but it seems interesting.
I agree. Did you go to the jazz band concert last Tuesday?
No, I had other plans, but I'm sure it was good. What songs did they play?
I'm not sure, but if you really want to know, we can go ask Aiden.
Hello WCMS, I'm Aiden, and I'm going to be talking about Jazz Band. Jazz Band is an extracurricular activity that 6th through 8th graders can join where we play a ton of super fun and cool jazz music. We had our first jazz band concert on November 15th. On that night, our 2 middle school jazz bands played. Our yellow jazz band played Let's Talk to the Moon. And our purple jazz band played Tumbleweed Gulch. Our high school jazz band also played that night. Jazz band is, in my opinion, one of the best activities that you can join. Since the first concert is over, that means everybody in the jazz band is getting new music. So now would be the perfect time to join jazz band. To join, just ask the band teacher, Miss Barnwell. Okay, let's send it off to the anchors.
I sure wish I was there to hear all the music in person.
Yeah, it did sound pretty good.
Why are you yawning?
I'm just still so tired from all the work that we did for mock trial.
What's mock trial?
Well, I'm way too tired to explain everything right now. But Evie and Owen have gotten enough sleep and will gladly explain.
May it please the court. Opposing counsel. Hello, WCMS. It's Evie. And Owen. On November 17th, Webster City competed in the mock trial competition in Ames. We had 2 teams compete. Mock trial is the competition in which students simulate a real trial. This year's case was about a woman named Jessie Jane who slipped, or tripped, down the stairs at a restaurant called Fear Burger Herders. The plaintiff is the side of the case who wants to sue the restaurant and thinks it is the restaurant's fault for the fall.
Today we will prove by the preponderance of the evidence that Fear Burger Herders made a recipe for disaster. This recipe is responsible for the life-changing injuries suffered by Jessie Jane when she slipped and fell at Fear Burger Herders restaurant. Fear Burger Herders was negligent and could have easily prevented Jessie's fall. Today, the evidence will show on December 17, 2020, the plaintiff, Jessie Jane, was on her break from work wanting to grab lunch. She went to Fear Burger Herders on a Thursday, which is a special and split pea soup where they serve over 5,000 people. She ordered her food, split pea soup, and went upstairs to eat. She found a spot but had to clear it off because the cleaners weren't cleaning fast enough. She was so busy. She finished her food and threw it away in the overflowing trash container, which was less than 4 feet away from the stairs. She started to hand down the stairs, but slipped on something and fell. She fell the entire length of the stairs on her left side. At the bottom, an elderly man had to help her up, and she left the restaurant. After she left, she checked the bottom of her footwear, and there was a greasy smear on the bottom of one of them. Jessie Jane suffered damages from the fall, including current and future medical expenses for the treatment of her injuries, permanent pain, physical damage, loss of time and wages from her occupation, horrific pain, and loss of enjoyment in life. Your Honor, I ask that you find Fear Burger Herders negligent in preventing the fall.
And the defendant is the side of the case who is being sued by Jessie or thinks it's Jessie's fault for the injury or accident.
Today, we are representing the Swedish Chef Corporation doing business as Fear Burger Herders. Fear Burger Herders is a successful restaurant starting back in 1999. Fear Burger Herders is such a popular place that they even had to add a second level to accommodate all of their customers. On Thursdays, they serve their specialty split pea soup. This almost doubles the clientele. This is how much everyone loves Fear Burger Herders. Fear Burger Herders did everything a reasonable and prudent person would do to keep customers safe. On December 17th, 2020, Jessie Jane, the defendant, went into Fear Burger Herders looking to eat lunch like everybody else that day. After Miss Jane was done eating, she deposited her trash in the trash can and made her way to the stairs. On her way down the stairs, that is when Miss Jane had her accident. Miss Jane had an accident on the stairs. Well, you may be wondering, what is the definition of an accident? An accident is an unfortunate incident that happens unintentionally and unexpectedly.
Each side of the case has 3 witnesses to help prove their case.
The plaintiff witnesses were Jessie Jane, the woman who fell, Aaron Scott, an architect saying the restaurant wasn't up to code, and Dr. Mill, the doctor telling how bad Jessie's injuries were.
And the defendant witnesses were M.L. Peterson, who is the restaurant manager, Trinidad Tobago, an architect saying how the restaurant was safe, and Dr. McIntyre, the doctor telling that Jessie's injuries were not as bad as she said they were.
There are also attorneys or lawyers.
The attorneys do directs when they question their own witnesses, and cross where they question the other team's witnesses.
Attorneys also do openings and closing statements, which open and close the case.
I was amazed to learn that Iowa has the biggest middle school mock trial in the nation.
I know I had a lot of fun. Did you?
I sure did. Now let's send it over to Miley.
Hey WCMS, it's Miley, and the food drive just recently ended. The cans have been counted and the pasta has been packed. In 5th place was 6th grade with 151 items. In 4th place was 8th grade with 160 items. In 3rd place was 5th grade with 202 items. In 2nd place is 7th grade with 203 items. And the winner of the WCMS food drive was the staff with 363 items. As a school, we will be donating 1,079 items to the food pantry. The staff will be donating their prize to the 2nd place team, 7th grade. This was a fun way to show we care here at Webster City Middle School. We hope everyone has plenty to eat this Thanksgiving. Now let's send it back to the anchors.
Wow, that's a lot of items.
Yeah, 1,079 items is a lot. I love food, so thank you to all who brought all this food for others to have.
I love food too. And now for the current events.
There is no school on Thursday or Friday of this week.
Check the sports calendar for upcoming wrestling meets and basketball games.
Good luck to Lego League teams who have a competition on December 3rd.
Also, be watching for next month's Choices and Challenges.
We are thankful for all of the learning and extracurricular activities that Webster City Schools provide.
We are also thankful for all veterans, especially those who came and taught to our classes last week. Well, that's all from us.
Happy Thanksgiving from the middle.
It's your turn.
No, it's not.
I sure wish I was there.